everyone, welcome back. I am going to be reviewing Ulta Beauty's collection with the new Black Widow movie. I'm a huge Marvel fan, so this is super exciting for me. And I particularly like Black Widow comics, so I'm super excited to be reviewing this. However, instead of just reviewing and just swatching the few things I got, I thought it would be more fun if I used the products to recreate Entertainment Weekly's Black Widow's photo shoot. And putting all the pieces together for this was actually a lot harder than I thought it was going to be. When I had first ordered the collection, I thought this was going to be easy. I'd just, buy the fake lashes online. They don't have them. Like, I've looked everywhere for lashes that look like these spider-like lashes. And I've had to create my own for this and buy different eyelashes and try to see if I can get these to look right. So I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to do a spot-on recreation, especially because I know for a fact that the makeup artist used Chanel Beauty to do Scarlett's makeup in this, but I'm going to recreate everything as close to it as I possibly can so that if you guys feel like recreating it, or if you want to know how the Ulta Beauty products work and how they'd, I guess, compare to Chanel Beauty, just keep on watching and we're going to get right into it. Okay, so we're going to start off with the palette, and it's just called the Black Widow 12-piece eyeshadow palette. And on the inside, it has like a more artsy version of her symbol. And then these are the shades. In the palette, we have Safe House, Heroic, Fighter, Relentless, Fiery, Covert, Sabotage, Power, Agent, Cypher, Infiltrate, and Undercover. So I do like what they did with the names for these. And I do like what they did with colors, matching a lot of the colors in the movie. For example, when you see Yelena, she'll be wearing a vest of this color. They have the more deep red that looks like Scarlett's hair in the movie. And the Power shade looks a lot like Red Guardian's suit, and then the blue in Infiltrate looks kind of like Taskmaster. So I know a lot of people were confused on why they picked certain colors. I believe it was to match like main focus colors in the movie. I could be completely wrong, but that's what I think they were going for. However, I do understand people wondering why a 12-pan palette. I've seen people online say it would be good to have had like a quad instead, because like Natasha's not out there wearing like crazy eyeshadow colors basically. For example, if they had done the top row in a quad, that would have made sense, or they could have done these four in a quad. Or what I would even have liked is if they put Safe House, probably Agent, Sabotage, and Undercover, only because those are actual eyeshadow colors I've seen Scarlett Johansson wear in the Avengers movie. For example, Sabotage was like Iron Man 2 when she was pretending to be Natalie. But from right here, I'm going to get into the swatches just so you guys can see how it performs, and then I'm going to put it on my eyes. Okay, so I'm going to start off with Safe House. The formula feels nice. Oh, it does not show up well on camera, but the formula feels really nice. It's soft. I'm hoping that these will show up better on camera. This is Heroic. So yeah, that definitely shows up a lot better. Fighter. That one's kind of patchy, but once you blend it out, it goes nice. And then Relentless. That one's really pretty. Yeah, see, that actually would have made a really pretty eyeshadow quad. Just wiping off my fingers, sorry. All right, and then so the row after it has Fiery, which is, I can't entirely tell the color. I can't tell if it's copper. It's kind of rose gold, to be honest. Okay, it's actually very rose gold. That did not look like what it does in the pan. See, it's almost like pink. I actually really like that color. I mean, like, I don't necessarily think it goes entirely with the movie. However, it's a gorgeous color. And this one is Covert. It's more of a deep chocolate brown. Now this color I really like, Sabotage. I've been very into grays. So, oh, see, yeah, that's like a duochrome gray. That's actually really nice. And then the shade Power is a very deep red where it's almost purple. All right. And now I ran out of arm space, but I'm going to make it work. All right, so the next shade is Agent. It's very muted, but I like that for the look. Cypher, which is a duochrome green that has a little bit of gold hint to it. It actually matches the pants I'm wearing right now, so that's kind of fun. And then Infiltrate, which is this gorgeous blue-green shade. It reminds me of the Tarte Mermaid collection, this one, the blue. And then Undercover, which is your matte black. So I actually do kind of like the color story that they were going for with this palette in terms of it matches colors that I've seen in the trailer for the movie. So I hope that that's what it's going for. And I mean, you could do a lot of actually different looks outside of anything Marvel with this palette. So I've seen people compare it to the ColourPop Valentine's Day or the ColourPop Mulan palette. I don't know how the formulas compare. I have, weirdly enough, never tried a ColourPop eyeshadow palette. I've tried their blushes, their highlighters, their lip glosses, like everything but the eyeshadows, and I don't have any particular reason why. I just haven't. But so that was the eyeshadow palette. And then I picked up 2 of the lip kits. I've actually never had a lip kit before, which is kind of fun. I remember when the Kylie ones were super big. But I only got 2 of the colors because they didn't have any swatches online. And to be honest, for example, the first color I'm going to show you guys, which is Strong, looked super different online. Like this looked way more nude, not pink at all. Like a very like, the best color I could compare it to would be like Charlotte Tilbury's Nude Kate. But anyways, it's also very different, the bullet from the color at the bottom. But when swatched, see, this is a color I would wear every day. And it looks similar to Natasha's from, I believe, not Endgame, Infinity War and Endgame. However, I know that those were actually the MUA lip, I believe in the shade Bronze, but this is the lip pencil, which this one also does look like the Charlotte Tilbury nude lip liner. But I believe these retailed for $20 per kit. Either that or 16. I will put it in the pinned comment down below when I look up the prices on these, just so you guys have a good idea of it. And then the other one I got was Courageous, and I'm not the biggest fan of the lip kit names. I wish they would have named them after the characters and had the lips like basically match certain characters, like lipsticks that they had the female cast members wear. But this is the lip liner anyways. And I believe, I can't entirely tell from the trailer, but I think this shade is going to be the closest. Oh my god, I just almost dropped my freaking, that's fun. But yeah, I think this shade is going to be the closest to what Natasha wears when she's in the white suit, which is the snowsuit. Just from the trailer, at least. I could be totally wrong, but she had like that more muted, plummy kind of lipstick on, at least from what I could tell. However, the other 2 lip kits that were available at this collection, I couldn't tell if they would be a true red, like what was used in this photo shoot. So I didn't buy them purely because I was not sure, due to the fact that it didn't have swatches and the colors look different. So it could be very possible that they have ones that match exactly, but I went ahead and just made a judgment call and picked up instead the gloss in Budapest, which I'm really happy about the names on the glosses actually, because they have New York, Siberian Frost, Budapest, and I believe, oh, I don't remember what the other one is. I'll put it in the comment. But see, this one is beautiful, and I like the applicator instead of like squeeze gloss. See, it's a very true red. And I actually did try this one out last night. It's the only one I've tried before this video. And it leaves like a nice red hue on your lips, even as it, like the gloss parts fades. So it's actually a really nice gloss. And I will put how much everything is down below. But so to get into this look, I'm gonna start with the eyeshadow palette. And I am not a makeup artist. I've said this in almost every video where I do makeup, and it's very apparent that I am not. However, I do just want to preference it just in case anybody new comes across the video so that they don't get confused or think that I know exactly what I'm doing. Anyways, I'm going into Safe House. Going into the Safe House. That's a bad joke that I just laughed at. Anyways, I'm just putting it on my lid. And I did my own eyelash extensions that I'm gonna have to ruin to complete this look. Okay, yeah, that's not bad. The shadows perform very nicely. However, to note, there is a bit of fallout. At least this shade that I'm using. But yeah, so I just want to even out and like mute my lids because there doesn't seem to be a lot of eye makeup on this shoot. However, what there does look like to be is like a cut, not a cut crease, but like they exaggerate her crease with like a dark brown shadow. So yeah, once I finish using Safe House, I'm just gonna see, yeah, there's a lot of fallout, just to note. Like, that's a lot. But I've never minded fallout. I didn't actually know that it was a problem or something bad until I watched like makeup videos and people will tell you. And I don't know if it's like you're losing product or you don't want it like under your lid. I'm not entirely sure, but like you just wipe it off and it's all good. Anyways, from there, I am going to use this Ulta Beauty eyeshadow brush. I think it's for packing on. However, I've always used it as a liner brush, like if I want to do liner. So I'm gonna use the shade Undercover, which is the matte black, to do just a stamp on my, that's not my crease, it's my lash line. Sorry, that's what it is. To make a liner. Because yeah, she doesn't have like a cat eye, she doesn't have anything particular that stands out too much. It looks very natural, which I actually really like. But from there, I'm just gonna take the same brush, which is from an Anastasia Beverly Hills palette I got, and I'm gonna go into Covert because it's that chocolate brown. And I'm going to, I have very hooded eyes apparently, so I gotta go. I gotta make my line thicker maybe than some people would, so that when I close my eyes, you can see it. However, mine's kind of messy right now, so I'm just gonna try to clean that up by blending it in. But, I mean, you can always clean up with like a concealer or something. I didn't want to wear face makeup today only because I've been trying not to put anything on my face that isn't eyeshadow or like lipstick. But yeah, so just something like that. And of course you can enhance it. You can use a different shade if you actually want to fully recreate this as flawlessly as you can. Because I mean, it would be a cool like Halloween makeup, like with the lashes. And so yeah, I just blend that in. And the eyes, for the most part, are done until I show you what I did for lashes. But for lips, I was not sure on the lip kits if they'd have one that matches. So I just got a lip liner from Wet n Wild because I wanted to stay. Hi guys, sorry, I dropped my camera down and I didn't want to take everything off my eyes and refilm it. So we're just gonna start from here. So I got a Wet n Wild lip liner just so I could stay within like the price point so that it's an easier look to recreate without spending a lot of money. Anyways, this one is in Berry Red. And just at the bottom of my lips. Now, depending on your lip shape, you might want to overdraw. I don't want to. I want to stay like right on my actual lip so that I don't give myself clown lips, basically. I'm sorry if I'm looking into a mirror. I just could not freehand this. So yeah. Just to give myself a good idea of where it would be. All right, and then I have two options for lipstick. I'm gonna go figure out which one suits best, and I will be right back. Okay, so I ended up going with the Wet n Wild Matte Mega Last in Spotlight Red, and I just thought it was the closest that I could get to the actual picture, and I don't want to endorse NARS because they are no longer a cruelty-free brand, so I don't want to put them on my channel. If there's any products in here that aren't cruelty-free, I will, like, I fully do not endorse that. I am pro cruelty-free vegan makeup. I just couldn't find certain things. Like, I found stuff that said like cruelty-free for the Ulta brand, and then I found like some of their lip products aren't, but I'm not sure. But speaking of lip products, I'm gonna use the gloss in Budapest. Now, her lips are very matte in this photo shoot, but I don't know. I like the sheen of gloss, and I love the name Budapest, so I think that's great. Anyways, so right here is where a lot of it leaves off. Now, I have cut up a bunch of lashes to attempt to recreate the spider look. So I'm gonna go do that off camera and see what I can come up with. And I've also gone through the liberty of painting fake nails to glue on in a few minutes. I just wanted to be able to fully freehand everything and not have to worry about the nails. So hopefully those turn out good and I was able to do the Black Widow symbol, but we will see in a minute. I'll be right back. Okay. So I am back and looking crazier than ever. I cut up these super long lashes I found on Amazon to try to make the spider-like effect, and it's definitely not the same. I tried straightening them and I didn't realize that synthetic fiber would just burn, so I ended up burning a few of them. So they're very curled compared to hers, which are very straight and, you know, not applied by a professional. It was me and a thing of tweezers. So it's definitely not the same. However, I did my best to recreate the nails that she has. It's not perfect because I just used tape. I'm not like a nail artist, and I'm missing the thumb on this one. But I'm gonna get to the recreation part. I gotta pull up my hair more, and we're gonna try to recreate the photo. So you will probably see that in the thumbnail. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any comments, concerns, questions, you can leave them down below. I apologize I'm leaving this crazy looking, but I actually kind of like it. Have a wonderful day, guys. Thank you so much. Bye.